Last time on Cloudfall. They did it again. And then one more time after that. And there's no end in sight. You see, Doran is caught in a loop. He wakes up, he tries to do something about the doom of Dawn's Edge, and then he dies. The first time, they went straight for Avon in his foundry. The second time, they traced the real problem deep below Dawn's Edge. And the third time, they discovered Lanati and Lyrian Hale are both present and dangerous. But they also discovered that Doran is not the solution here. He can't get close to Melis. He can't solve this. So it's up to everyone else. With so many threats on the board, and no way of knowing why it's all repeating or when it's all going to end, they're in limbo between eternal struggle and sudden death. And something's got to give. Doran, your heart is racing. You're awake, sitting up in your bed in your room at the Shitty Horse. You're covered in sweat, with tears streaming down your face, and you remember everything. What do?
Get out of bed. I cast light in the room to just kind of illuminate things, and I start sifting through my echo bells, looking for runes.
Are you all right, Doran?
Guy, no. I am going to need a lot of the general today.
Well, then you shall have him.
Great. I'll meet you downstairs, and I'll let you know soon. Here it is. And I find Rune's echo bell, and I try to message him. Rune, come in. Can you hear me?
Hey, are you awake? I was just about to call you.
Great. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. I think you know that. I need to plant an idea in your head on what you're working on.
What? How do you know about...
I don't know, but it's important you hear me. Bismite crystals.
Yeah.
Like the square spiral.
Yeah?
That's the answer.
What, I gotta put a bismite crystal in the bug?
No, the pattern.
The pattern?
Square spiral.
Wait, if they all avoid touching each other until I get them all in the center of the... Oh, shit.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, in the prime directive, Rune?
Rune hangs up on you.
No, I call him back.
What? Sorry. What?
Don't lose that thought, but I need to tell you the prime directive. Okay?
Okay, yeah. Doran, how?
I don't know. We'll talk later. Avon, tell him to serve Doran Narapriya.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that in as soon as I get it done. Yeah, give me half an hour.
As fast as you can.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're a miracle worker.
Yeah.
You'll save us.
Doran, what are you gonna...
His voice starts to cut out a little bit as this orchestral swelling takes over your brain. Doran, you start to hear this fuzz. Your teeth start vibrating. This whole room starts to shake, only in your perspective. Guy, halfway through this call, you see Doran kind of back off the echo bell.
Time for breakfast, Doran.
We won't have time. I wish I could explain things, Guy. I can't. And then I run out of the room.
Okay.
I'm going to where a Sojourn would be.
Morning, Doran.
Sojourn? Can you use your ability from Ganymede on me? It's really important.
Sure, I guess. And I hold out my hand.
Okay. And I just like focus on mind's eye, like all the thoughts and all the loops and all the details.
Sojourn, as you touch Doran, you just barely hear Robot Pattinson saying,
Can someone help me carry this plate?
and it sort of fades out into the background as you see the same day 3 times from Doran's perspective. You see this desperate plea from him several times. All of these plans, all of these machinations, he keeps working towards the desperation he feels every morning. Your own recorded death. You hear it over an echo bell. Everything. It comes flooding into you. And this much time, this much emotion, this early in the morning, you're overwhelmed.
You see Sojourn slowly open her eyes, and there are tears streaming down her face. And she grabs both of your shoulders with both of her hands. We're going to figure it out this time. We're going to get it right.
I don't know if I can take another.
We're going to get it right.
Can you get everyone down?
Yeah. And I call into my echo bell.
Everyone, it's time to get up. We got an emergency.
Oh, okay, we'll be right down. Aaron, get up. There's cinnamon rolls. Let's go.
Do I have to?
It's important. Sojourn is freaking out.
What? What's wrong with Sojourn?
I don't know.
Okay, so I have to go to Melis. But Lenati's down there.
I don't know. I don't know how to solve the stuff you're going through. I know what I need to do, and I can't follow you.
Okay.
So if you can just take everyone else, we'll stay in contact.
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is, but we got a better shot now than we have.
Is there anything that happened in the last times that seemed important, especially important?
It's starting to mix together, and I'm worried that if we keep doing this, I won't be able to function. I don't know. Sojourn, I need you to figure it out. Just give us time. Just stop it from happening.
Okay.
And I'll just try to stay alive.
Okay.
All right, who's ready to bash some robots?
Me? Anyone want a cinnamon roll?
Me.
So actually what's happening is we're in a bit of a time loop thing. Doran has been experiencing the same day over and over again, and we keep dying.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It is. Poppy, everyone,
How do you know about this?
I used my ability from Ganymede. I saw it. I felt it. It's real.
We've worked on this a lot. We've gotten better as a group. We just need to trust each other here. And I wish I could have time to explain everything. But what's important is you all need to go with Sojourn because I can't follow where you're going. And I'll give you everything I have. And I cast Bardic Inspiration 3 times, allowing everyone to kind of give each other Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Including you in this case, Doran.
Yep. And then I will also cast Enhance Ability. I'll choose Strength so that you can have Athletics advantage for making the run.
And where are we going exactly?
We're gonna go down.
We're not fighting in the foundry or whatever, the puzzles.
No.
Okay.
We have to go down to the cavern underground.
Oh,
There's a cavern?
wait, yeah, if you all are going to the caverns, I got a way you can get down there.
The tunnel.
There's
Yeah.
a tunnel?
There's a tunnel under the bar. We have to use it.
He kind of vaguely points towards the door at the back of the bar. Yeah, down there. How?
Thanks, Serve.
Is there time for coffee? I'm so tired.
No, this is an emergency. We're all gonna die.
I believe that you believe that. And I'll do whatever you say, but I don't trust it.
Lenati and Melis are down there, and so is the king.
And Doran just
What?
conveniently doesn't have to be down there to fight either of them?
He can't go down because of his agreement.
And what are you doing, Doran?
I don't know yet, but I'll be in contact with you. I don't expect it to make sense for you all. I'll do the most I can. The only way we get out of this is if we can stop the worst from happening.
When you say we're all gonna die, do you mean all y'all or everybody? Everybody.
Serve, could I get one of your breakfasts? Make it a double this time?
Yeah. Liquid slurridge double shot coming up.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Enjoy that and your vacation. We'll go kill your enemies.
Daddy, I'm scared.
Oh, don't be scared, sweet boy.
I've had such a rough few days.
You stay with Doran and Serve, okay? They'll take care of you.
Does life get easier?
Yes. Sometimes.
Yes. I will take this to heart. Good luck, Daddy.
Good luck, son. I'll see you when I survive this.
All right, we gotta go. One of you has something explosive, dynamite, something?
I have dynamite.
All right, I think we're gonna need it.
Good luck. I'll try to make it if I can.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
And I lead them down.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm so confused, but I guess, it's either a really good prank or there's something really going on, so.
As we're running, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Aaron sort of shrugs her shoulders and it's just like, well, I guess let's do it.
And as we're going, I'm gonna try and explain too the intensity of the feeling and like understanding of what happened and seeing our deaths over and over again and what that's been doing to Doran.
Yeah. Some of your words here, Sojourn, are punctuated by dynamite blasts going off as the story continues. That tunnel is revealed in front of you, and that musty air comes creeping into this basement area here. And as you stare ahead at those two diverging paths, one that goes deeper into the caves and that service tunnel that continues on towards the foundry, something comes to mind in those memories that you saw within Doran. No one has ever gone down that service tunnel. But is this the time for new things?
Which way is it, Sojourn?
So I know that this way leads to Lenati and leads to Melis and the king. This other way leads to the foundry. I don't think we've gone there.
What is our goal here? Are we defeating Lenati? Are we saving the king?
I want to save the king and stop Melis from collapsing everything, because I think that's what's happening. But maybe there's more that can be done.
Would you be able to feel any of their presences when we get near?
Or could Poppy do your taste thing? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay.
Yeah. Poppy, you kind of strike your tongue out in two separate directions.
Like a little snake.
You hear Ganymede. You go, okay. So down that path is, it's like eating a bitter shit mushroom. Something terrible, terrible, terrible. And then something worse. Something big. Very big. Also terrible.
And that's the Melis tunnel?
Yeah, the cave path, the natural one that goes lower.
Okay. What's the other one?
Wow, it's exquisite. Like nothing ever before, and it's abundant and powerful. Do you feel the tingle?
Is that what that is? It's like popping.
It's like electricity in my body.
Yeah. Do you think that's a good sign?
Hard to say, it could be too much.
And you don't taste the terrible this way?
No.
Oh, this way's not terrible. The other way might definitely be.
I think I have to go this way to Melis. But
Well, you're not going alone.
maybe not everybody does. Maybe we split up.
We stay in contact?
Right, yeah. We have to tell Doran everything anyway in case this all repeats again. He needs to know.
Cut to Doran. Where are you right now, Doran?
I'm going to try to take that double shot of, what did you call it?
Liquid slurge.
Liquid slurge.
2 eggs, 1 tequila
Yeah.
on the double.
Okay. Right. 18, that's a flat roll.
That's a good con save.
Yeah. So 24.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you've experienced this before,
Yeah.
so you know what to expect, but
Yeah.
your stomach doesn't.
Okay. Serve.
Yeah.
This is not a good breakfast. And then I head out the door.
Can appreciate honest feedback.
Flip a gold piece on my way out, too. I'm heading towards the Shatterhorn.
Yeah.
I'm looking for anything flying nearby, like any of those like robot bug things or anything like that.
Yeah. You hear it before you see it. Ganymede gives you a little tip off to what's happening here. That swarm is coming back towards you. You see it racing down a street here. But again, you're moving the wrong direction for them to care about. They seem to pass by you.
Okay. I check in with Rune.
Hey, what's up?
Did you send them Prime Directive yet?
No, almost done here, though.
Thanks.
Couple more minutes.
Okay.
Continuing to the ship.
Yeah. You make it to that check-in gate again. You see Warble. He says, "Hey, good morning, guy.
Hey,
What's the rush? You heading out? Where's the rest of the crew?"
just me right now. They're doing something important, and so am I. Anything I should know?
Oh, yeah, might rain later tonight.
I hope we make it there. Be good to live to see that. And then I walk past him.
So fucking ominous.
He's looking at you so puzzled, like as you're like way too far away. He goes, "Wait, what?"
Jesus.
And Doran, this time you're already at the Shatterhorn. By the time the second rumble comes around, you feel that orchestral swelling again, starting to take you over.
Why? Kesher.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, you know,
She pulls her shades up. She goes, "What's up?"
so blanket statement. Everything I have to say is pretty urgent. Today's a big day. Unexpected.
Oh, another birthday?
No,
Oh,
much worse.
oh.
We're in a lot of danger. I'll give you some more PTO if you can just kind of wrap the sunbathing thing up. I got some stuff
Sure.
I need to do.
Did you mean PTO in the first place, or?
Did we not give you that?
No. Anyway.
Okay, well.
All right, urgent. Yes.
We'll talk about it. The cannons.
Yeah.
We still got those, yeah.
Yeah.
We may need them. You see that ship down there? And
Say no more.
Done, not yet.
Wait, actually, do say more. I need to know. But yeah.
Yeah. Some more. See that ship down there? And I point towards the ship that Ronnie Cash or Lyrian takes off in.
Oh, yeah, the little fancy one?
We may need to take that one down when it launches.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet. So can we just get into position, get those set up, and be ready to use them if we need to?
Doran, actually, yeah, okay. Let's do it.
We may have a standoff with Lyrian.
Oh, like Top Dog Lyrian.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let me get Serbo. He can help.
Just leave Ruin alone, though. He's
Okay.
doing something important, too. Thank you.
Yeah, he got a little rattled and closed the door to
It's
his room after the phone call.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I grab some watermelon. Also, I have nothing to do. Let me know if I can help.
Yeah, help me hoist some of these cannons. We just got to kind of position them.
I don't know about... Oh, yeah, fine, I guess.
All right, yeah, you, Kesher, and Serbo work together to position these cannons. They are not bolted down to anything, but they are fully functional.
Okay,
You stand them up, both of these cannons, and point them at the ship.
great.
All right, we cut back to that cave. The four of you are trying to decide who goes where.
I think I want to try this direction. If you're okay splitting up.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I can go with Poppy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like things that seem to taste better.
keep her safe. Yeah, I think it is best that Guy and I head down. It's going to be a lot down there.
If there's a fight to be had, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Can I give you guys some fiber field cakes at least?
Ooh.
Sure.
Okay.
Doran said we had to skip breakfast, so.
Well, this will help.
It's resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing damage from non-magical attacks, and advantage on strength and con saves.
Great.
And you can't be knocked prone.
Yeah. Steady on your feet.
I'll make 4 of those and give you 2 each.
Okay.
Cool.
And then that's my cookies for the day.
Also, Sojourn, if you could just like periodically check in
Yeah.
or like feel where we're at, just so we're not lost from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like you need to check in as well, because
I will,
you've
yeah.
never been down that way.
Yeah, I don't know what that path has, so maybe tell Doran.
Okay.
Keep the line open with Doran and let him know what you see.
Okay.
Doran, can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey, we're going down another tunnel this time.
a different one? Why?
I don't know what that means.
Doran,
but
lift! Oh my god, lift! Doran!
Hold on one sec.
I'm just keeping this open channel so you can just hear what's happening, okay?
Tell him that Sojourn and Guy are going down the other tunnel.
and Guy are going down the other tunnel.
This one tastes really good, Doran.
This one tastes good, Doran.
Doran, you are not pulling your weight, literally.
Thank you. I trust you, Aaron. Just know that I know it's crazy.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love him.
Then I really go into that lift.
Too far, too far.
It goes off the side of the boat.
Just okay, I'm keeping the echo bell just on so he can hear things, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We split up then.
Yeah.
Good luck. I love you guys. Bring him back to me safe.
Yeah. I'll do my best. Be careful.
You too.
All right, Sojourn and Guy, the familiar path with the familiar team.
Yeah, so I still have Pass Without Trace on for
Yeah.
the two of us.
Yeah.
So I want to guide us around the worst of the enemies as much as I can,
Yeah.
not knowing exactly where they're going to be because I didn't see everything.
With 2 experiences here, though, you know like where the death pit is, so to speak.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check, both of you.
So it's plus 10.
Do I have to?
You've got disadvantage. Yeah.
21.
6.
Plus 10?
Oh, plus 10? 16.
All right. Cool.
I was like, no way.
Sojourn in the absolute dark down here. Do you have dark vision at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I do too.
In the absolute darkness down here, both of you still have some vision, a little bit of black and white here. And as Sojourn kind of points them out, Guy, you also see the eyes reflecting in these shadow husks that are crouched and sort of waiting, some at the top of this little cliff, some kind of nestled into the bottom amongst these dead thickets. But Sojourn's able to guide the two of you through this harmlessly. You never even draw their attention. You see them searching for something. They might have noticed a noise, but it's not enough. You guys slip by. The two of you continue through those tunnels, and Sojourn, you start to encounter all of this vegetation again, this greenery that starts to grow as the bismite becomes a little bit more colorful under here. Before long, you start to get that dread aura in waves, like it's radiating out from this cave, and you know what's coming. You see here in the distance that black tree in the middle of this subterranean grove. You know it's Lenati.
Is that it?
Yeah. I'm wondering if we can sneak by.
I'd love a shot at her, but if you think that's the better option.
I don't think we have the time.
Very well. I'm not known for my sneakiness, but let's try.
Does it seem like there's a clear path to go around?
There is, in that you'd never have to touch the tree or get all that close, but it is in the dead center of this room. And so you're very much out in the open for this little expanse here. There's nowhere to really hide.
Lenati, do you think she can sense your presence?
I feel like maybe she can, and maybe I should just come out and say hi and just try to make some sort of...
And then I try to sneak up on her?
I don't know. I don't know if we can even defeat her.
What happened in the other times?
We just kind of fought and then I escaped.
Well, we can probably do that again.
We can try. Let's just try. And I step forward and I call out, Lenati, I know you're here.
You see that tree kind of unceremoniously revert form, as if spotted. It's not quite as creepy as it was the first time.
It's like, aw, dang.
Yeah. Like crawling out from behind the curtain, like, yeah, I'm hiding. You see that tree change shape into Lenati with all that snapping and bone forming that she does when she changes shape. And this time, she doesn't even bother with her beautiful form. She looks at the both of you and says, have we come seeking a bargain?
No.
We're just passing through.
Ah, yes, but a toll to be paid.
Yep.
Lenati, look, I would love nothing more than to fight you right now for everything you've done.
But then a fight you shall have.
No. But there's more going on here than just whatever's between us.
Ah, yes.
We're experiencing the same time over and over again.
She looks absolutely puzzled. And she just switches her eyes from you up to Guy.
Guy shrugs.
I kind of put out a hand, like, I'm not trying to hurt you. Look, Lunati, I can prove it. I can show you what I've seen if you let me, and if we just agree to, like, a ceasefire. Like, no harm to either of us from either of us.
Are you sure about this, Sojourn?
Honestly, if it all goes wrong, we're all probably gonna die and start over anyway, so...
Next time we get to fight her, then.
Right.
Guy, you hear echoing off the walls this cracking of Lenati moving out her hand and straightening her arm. She holds up her crooked hand to yours, Sojourn.
I touch hand to hand and I try to impart understanding.
You touch it and it is just cold. Cold as if dead. And you begin to impart your feeling. The both of you see Lenati's eyes kind of shoot open all of a sudden, and her cat-like pupils just shrink down to nothing as her giant yellow eyes crack open. And she kind of like looks frantically side to side and says, How? The power to try again. I must have it.
We don't know how it's happening. It's happening to all of us. We didn't make it happen. The loop starts again when this whole city crumbles. I have to stop it.
Ah, yes. Do you smell it? Ah, there it is.
Guy smells.
Go ahead.
What the fuck?
12.
Okay. Guy, you're not smelling what she's cooking. She says,
desperation.
No, Lenati, I just want to get past you. I just don't want to deal with you at all. I don't want to bargain. I don't want to deal. I don't want to do any of it. I just want to let you know that there's something bigger going on and we can deal with our shit later.
But you will die.
Great.
Do you know who's around this corner?
Yeah. Melis.
True.
I'm telling you, there's bigger stuff at play. I don't have time for this right now. And like, here, how about this? Here's a freebie. The blue-eyed creature's after you too.
She's taken aback a little bit. She's a little jarred by your approach here.
I'm fucking tired of it.
I can help you.
Guy shakes his head.
Truly, Sojourn shrugs. I got nothing.
I have a gift.
Nope.
I sense desperation. I know where it blossoms. Whether a little nameless boy desperate to survive, or the greatest of kings of the Fae desperate for power, or the littlest furbog desperate for purpose, I can offer you a way out. At great cost to myself, mind you. It takes a great deal of energy to perform miracles. God. And if I could just have some of that energy...
She lazily gestures to the two Fae buds above your head.
Maybe we could amend Doran's bargain.
Oh, God, I hate you so much.
I'm sitting out of this one.
Lenati.
I've been refused before. I made an offer to the king to save his life just a moment ago, but he wanted nothing to do with me. Fucking fool. He'll die within the hour.
Yeah. Yeah, how about maybe you just get out of here and we just call it good for now. Whatever stands already still stands now, but we can just let this be.
So, you don't want to free Doran from his bargain?
Whatever the cost would be down the line wouldn't be worth it.
Oh, but it's such a simple cost. And it's not even everything you have, it's just one of them.
If there's one thing I've learned over this chunk of time being away from you, every life is priceless, and they can't be exchanged.
She narrows her eyes at you.
No, you need me.
Maybe later, but not right now.
No. Give me your secrets.
She reaches out to grab your hand again.
I'm gonna dodge away from that.
Can I take a swing at her arm?
Yeah,
With my sword?
Yeah. Let's do the dodge first and then the sword.
Yeah, how does that?
I'm going to do a contested grapple check for that. That is athletics, which you have advantage on right now.
Oh, great. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
No way!
No.
Ties tend to go to defenders, so
True.
yeah.
I'm defender.
You see Lenati reach out towards you and you move back at the exact same pace. You feel this graze against the hair of your fur. You feel this dread darkness, but what you feel from her for only a second is desperation. She is dying and she needs energy. She pulls back. Guy, go.
Dirty 20.
Nailed her.
Right in the kisser.
12 damage.
Okay. You come down on her clackety old hand and cut it the fuck off. As she drags it back from you, you see this little fountain of blood as she clutches at her exposed bone, and you hear that cracking again as she begins to form into a tree. And Sojourn, you know exactly what's coming, and it's the fucking roots that are about to burst out of the wall and prevent you from progressing.
Yeah, I just grab Guy by the arm and run.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check from both of you.
We still have advantage on that, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's advantage. 26.
7.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspo.
Okay.
8.
All right. Yep. Sojourn, you begin to run first, actually, and Guy just kind of plows along with you. But as those roots are forming, one of them just snags your ankle, and you fall over immediately onto those roots there. Guy, what do you do?
Guy's still running, but he takes a look back and like looks at Sojourn like, what am I doing?
We gotta go.
He'll stop really fast and hack at the root that just caught up Sojourn.
Yeah. Give me an attack roll on that.
11.
Oh, standard inanimate, you're okay there. You're able to cut the root, maybe nick Sojourn's ankle by just a bit there, but plenty for you to get up and continue running here. You see also as these roots are forming, bursting out of the walls, a lot of them are just suddenly stunted, as if they'd been cut off somewhere. You see some of these branches are incomplete. With her body incomplete, her forms are also incomplete. These roots aren't nearly as thick, not as hard to get through. The two of you make it to the other side by the time it seals up.
I'm impressed you did not give in to Lenati there.
It's tough because I think she's close to death.
Oh, we were so close.
I know, but we can't. We gotta hurry.
Okay.
And I keep running and I keep an eye out for the king.
Yeah. It's not far from there. It's just a couple more hallways down. You see King Marcus Narapriya kneeling on the edge, one hand on the ground, heaving with breath, but still smirking to himself. And he's talking. He's saying, so many times I made the trip down here to see you, and to be honest, I looked forward to it so often. Mighty as you are, and it was meditative, Melis, being down here with you. He looks and turns and he sees the both of you and he says, oh, I'm glad. I'm glad someone made it down here.
Your Majesty?
I just want to run and like baseball slide next to him.
Yeah.
And cure wounds.
Okay. Yeah, you do exactly that.
I'm going to cast it at a 2nd level, which is 4d8 plus 3. 24.
Hit points? Yeah. You just hear him go, oh, that's much better. Thank you. Who are you?
I'm a friend of your son.
And we cut to Aaron and Poppy.
His son.
Yeah, not his son. We cut to Aaron and Poppy walking down that service tunnel in the general direction of the foundry. You are quite deep underground here, beneath all the buildings. You can hear the sounds of industry above you as you move through. You know you're approaching the foundry at this place because it sounds just like your first visit to Forge Master Bump. That same rhythmic pounding of all the machinery above you now. You're practically right beneath the foundry. It's starting to get warm, too.
So you said it tasted good down here, huh?
Yeah, Ganymede said exquisite or something like that.
Exquisite.
Yeah, exquisite.
Nice.
Sounds like Ganymede.
But I'm getting a little nervous.
Well, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, my dad could be here.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
my dad could be here. Just kidding, I don't have a dad.
That's really morbid. I'm sorry for laughing.
The two of you are laughing and joking, and then suddenly ahead you see this like steam trap thing go off and just like fill the room with boiling steam for a second, far from you.
Okay. How often do you think that happens?
I don't know.
Do you see any other tubes?
Did it come up? It filled the room. Did it come from a certain spot?
Yeah,
that
you
I
can
could
see the pipes where they're like releasing on a sort of like pressure override where it gets like too intense and then they just release from the valve there. Looking around this area, you also see like a couple of like pipes. You see some like extra like barrels of oil and things like that down here.
Lube barrels.
God.
Man, they're so useful in so many things.
I need a perception check from the both of you.
Oh, I'm good at that.
We're in different TV shows right now.
Not the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
15?
Okay.
Avoid the slime.
Yeah, they're on Nickelodeon.
A 23 perception for Aaron.
Damn. Yeah, Aaron, you definitely see this. Poppy, you don't see really much like through that steam down this hallway, but Aaron, you actually catch it's in the reflection off the wall where it got like a little bit wet from the steam. You can see some kind of movement around this corner, and it's two automatons that are guarding the next door.
What do you see?
There's a couple of automatons around the corner. It looks like it ends at a door after the steam.
Okay, what do you think about we're team disguise? We look like robots. And we just tell them we were on a lunch break or something.
First of all, they don't eat lunch, so don't say that.
Oh, that's right. Shoot.
But I love this idea.
Okay.
How do we get disguised?
Well, Aaron, obviously, you change.
Oh my god! I never thought about changing into an automaton before.
I mean, I think you can do it, right?
If I can be a harpoon gun, I can definitely be a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
Truth.
And I think if I look like a pinch bot,
Like an overgrown.
well, I can be a
femme
little
pinch
smaller. Yeah.
bot. Sounds good. Which kind of robot should I be?
I don't know. Like a really cool one with guns for arms or something.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nick Jr.
All right. Poppy using a disguise self here.
Alter self.
Alter self. All right. Yeah, you see Poppy kind of like working her magic. She's almost like a character builder kind of thing. She's like choosing her arms, and she's like, no. She's like choosing her belly. There's like a big paunch, and she's like, no.
Ew.
And then Aaron, at the same time, you're trying to do your changeling transformation. You see that smoke come over you, and your first iteration is ungodly, and it's kind of like halfway between.
I was gonna say I feel like the first one is more like Mega Man style, like really curvy cartoon, like a full cartoon mode.
Yes.
In this dimension though.
And you still have like a soft skin face.
Yeah, and then I'm like, no, not quite right. It doesn't blend in because I've seen them before around,
Yeah.
and so I try to go for more like I don't know,
You're not shiny enough.
thin metallic android
Yeah.
sort of look.
And when you try to make organic metal, it's always a tough question. But where your brain usually ends up is something like insects, like beetles, chitin, like kind of harder, shiny enamel. You've seen emerald beetles before. You've seen like shiny, kind of brass-colored ones. You take on exactly that. And by the end, you look a little creepy, but you have guns for arms.
And you did the gun arms. Yes.
Heck yeah, best idea you ever had, Poppy.
Thank you. We're both geniuses. I'm gonna check in really quick before we go in. Hey, Doran.
Poppy, what's in there? What's down the tunnel?
We're under the foundry and we're robots right now, so we're gonna try and break in. Doran, I have guns for arms.
Okay.
I just think you need to remember that for our next playthrough. How's the rune stuff coming?
I'll remember this distinctly. I don't know. I haven't checked with them yet. Things are going okay. Just time is of the essence, so.
Yeah, I think we're actually heading towards my dad, probably.
Oh, don't fight him, if that's the
Okay.
case.
I'm just trying to find out more.
Yeah, this is information gathering. I'm gonna check in with Sojourn. Okay, bye. Aaron loves you.
It's fitting. Okay.
Sojourn.
A little busy right now.
Okay, we're robots. Okay, bye. You're still alive.
Yep.
So are we.
No questions.
We're doomed.
All right, are we ready to go? Yeah. I'm gonna walk around the corner,
All right, deck save.
doing our best robot impressions.
Dex save.
Steam trap.
Oh, shit. Me too. I'll let Aaron go.
16.
Not bad. Yeah, Poppy, go ahead and take advantage. You're a little lower.
Short little robot.
Oh, 19.
You both actually save from this. Aaron, as soon as you hear that noise start up, you just kind of like duck down low to where Poppy is, and like the two of you are like at eye level with each other as the steam trap goes on above you, and then you just continue to crouch as you like walk down this little hallway. And as you turn that corner, you see the two robots that were like talking with each other, kind of like lazily leaned up against the wall, and all of a sudden they stiffen up and they go, "Halt!"
Alt. Alt.
It's crazy.
Guard duty. We are here for guard duty.
Shifts change.
We were never to be replaced.
Father told us.
New prime directive.
They confer with each other for a sec and then look back at you. They turn back towards each other again. One of them nods and goes,
Initiate protocol.
the other one says,
Initiate protocol.
Initiate protocol.
Initiate protocol.
What protocol?
I am Beep. This is Boop. One of us can only lie.
Oh.
One of us
my God.
can only tell the truth.
Aaron shoots them both with both their guns. Straight in the faces.
give me an attack with disadvantage.
That's sad. So this is just a hit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Okay.
Just buckwild the lines that I was saying in our little scene.
Yeah.
And then like I've got guns for arms.
I'm putting aside my lifelong trauma to solve this greater good, Lenati.
I'm so sorry.
Beep borp.
One of me always beeps and one of me always boops.
Bang! All right.
16.
With the 16, your arms are kind of like loosely pointed at both of them. One of them goes off. One of the robots goes boom and blasts up against the wall, hits straight in the chest, just like pieces falling off of him. And he's like reaching up towards the other robot as it's like dying and like trembling. And it just says, I love you.
Oh, no.
And then the other robot looks down at him and says,
But you always lie.
We solved the puzzle!
But at the same time, your other gunshot goes a little bit wild and ricochets off the walls, hits one of those oil barrels. All of a sudden, this room is just coated in slick oil.
Fun.
And you make an important discovery. The oil gets all over this robot, and you see him try to like stand up straight. His slick, hard leg against the ground starts to slip out of position, and he loses his balance. And he tries to recover, and he just keeps losing his balance, and he slips and falls. And he's trying to get back up, and he just can't. There's nothing he can do against oil. He just keeps like flopping over, and his parts are too loose to like maintain any kind of traction. He can't stand up.
It's those fucking Boston Scientific robots who keep falling over.
Exactly that.
Yes.
Okay.
They fixed that.
Did they?
We just kind of walk around this oil spill robot and go in the door?
There's just a door behind them, yeah.
Yeah.
Do all robots do that?
I don't know. We should probably continue on though, Poppy.
Which would be easy without the puzzle of this door. There is a large green button, and over it, Aaron, are inscribed runes that you cannot discern.
Oh,
Poppy, what does it say?
lift me up. I can't reach.
Step on my gun arms.
Just like lift her
Can I read them?
Poppy, you read the runes on this around this button, and the runes read, press green button to open door.
Yeah.
Poppy, are we gonna be able to get through?
Yeah, you're gonna have to trust me. I'm gonna press the button.
Okay.
You both hear this as the door opens.
That was really hard.
You both take 8 fire damage.
Oh.
God.
As
damn it.
you
Remember that?
step beneath the actual foundry where the metal gets melted down. When this opens, you see this giant river of slag, the kind of useless runoff from pouring metal, all kind of flowing down into this room. It looks absolutely volcanic, subterranean down here. There's some natural cave walls, but this is kind of the unfinished basement of the foundry, where they don't really care what it looks like down here. It's a fucking mess, and it's dangerous, full of fumes and slag and hot metal.
Okay. Doran, the robots, they can't stand in oil. It just ruins them. Okay, goodbye.
Oh, bye.
I'm giving you information.
Doran, after the strangest little echo bell call you've ever had, you disconnect with Poppy, and you've got both cannons now that are pointing out of the ship ever so subtly, so it's kind of hard to see from the outside. But you've got both of these cannons that are aimed right down at Lyrian's ship.
I'm going to take some watermelon with me, and I'm going to go sit and lean on his ship and wait.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And you can spit the seeds out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
As you're leaving the Shatterhorn, you walk by the room that Rune has been working in, and you hear absolutely nothing coming out of that room.
I'll stop and go take a peek, I guess.
Yeah, you open the door, and you see that Rune is asleep on his desk.
Rune. I go over and I kind of nudge him awake.
Hey.
Did you finish it?
Yeah. The bug, right?
What's going on?
Sorry, I was up all night. But yeah, I finished it, and then I sent it off, and then I fell asleep.
Did you give it the prime directive?
Yeah. To obey the orders of Doran Narapria.
Great, okay. You earned this nap.
His eyes are drooping again.
Okay. All right, I'll move along.
Yeah, you leave him slumped in his chair.
Great.
Yeah, you end up back at Lyrian's ship, just leaning up against it, waiting for Ronnie Cash.
Looking for anything flying or anything nearby, too.
Off in the city distance, you take in all of Dawn's Edge, and you haven't really had a second to observe the city, to kind of look over and remember, compare and contrast your memories of being young. This place is so little of what it used to be. You see that toxic cloud permanently hanging over the market foundry. You see so much of the city change, so many people gone. The city is so empty the more you look over it. The spirit of it has changed so much. And then you see Ronnie Cash, a little mustachioed gnome, trotting towards you with a big smile on his face.
Cheerful morning, huh?
Oh, hello. Yeah, cheerful morning to you, good sir. I'm just, gonna enter my ship here and, well, I guess I'll be off then, won't I?
We'll see. I just wanted to chat a bit, if that's all right.
Oh, yes, always happy to chat with the people of Dawn's Edge.
He kind of looks back at the city. You sense a little bit of urgency or nervousness in his voice.
It's okay. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Not anytime soon.
He pushes up his glasses.
I wouldn't be too sure. I mean, how can I help you?
Lyrian, you can drop the act.
He reaches back up to those glasses and he pulls them off his face. And then still in the tiny gnome body, he says, "All right. What's your angle, Narapria?"
You think I am just some spoiled lordling. My worldview is small and I have no sense of the scope of things to come, and we're mostly just a nuisance to everything that you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to take back everything that is yours by right. You should be ruling the Feywild, not running around in this material realm trying to reclaim things that are already yours to begin with. I get it. I don't think we need to fight anymore if we can align on a couple things.
He looks absolutely flabbergasted. Surprisingly insightful for a little surface worm.
We have a shared enemy, and we could settle this later to give ourselves a better chance. The being that consumed and corrupted your father is still out there and intends to consume not just this world, but the Feywild as well. You must have ran into it before. There's something else dropping Skylands, and it's not you.
I know of what you speak. I looked into it, and I'm not worried.
You're not a fool.
Insightful.
Can we stay out of each other's way at the very least?
It's all I've ever wanted, Doran. You stay out of my way. The only reason I ever had beef with you is your lineage. I don't give a shit about you. But if your daddy don't die, if you don't die, this city's still got Mellis behind it, and I can't abide that.
You'd kill Mellis if you could?
Yes. After we're done with him.
All right, I lean off of his ship. Give him some space.
The city's facing some hardship. We've been, keeping an eye on the situation. He looks out over the clouds. I may have misjudged a thing or two, and, well, I need to skip town. Things are wearing down faster than I expected.
You weren't trying to sink Donna's Edge.
I am trying to take what I can get. There's consequences here. Just like a Cloudfall.
Roll credits.
Avon's off his rocker. I don't need him anymore. And Mellis, there's no reasoning with him.
Could you just try not killing innocents?
Innocence. That's more of a gray term than I think you understand. All these people are benefiting from my downfall. How does that make them innocent? I'm the victim here. He's pointing hard at his own chest.
You know who corrupted your father, right? Who set him on that path to begin with? You must know, right?
Yes.
Would your mood change a bit if you could take Lenati out?
Put an end to the 600-year-old curse that's been following my family? The one who tricks people into taking and taking and taking so that she can take in the end? So that she wins out? Yeah. I'm interested.
There's never been a better time. She's right down by Mellis's lair right now, and she's weak. Just heard it through Echo Bell. That's where half my party is.
She's here.
If we can keep Mellis satiated for enough time to take her out, I think that could help us all. She's put something on me, too. Probably not as bad. Would you at least work with us on that?
He nervously looks towards the city again. You see him check a pocket watch.
Let me try to ease things a bit.
Hey, Sojourn, Guy. How's it going? Have you stabilized things down there?
For now, I'm with your father.
We need to buy a lot of time. Keep Mellis happy. Tell him I'll be sending Bismite as soon as I can. It'll happen today.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to Mellis yet, but I'll do my best.
Do whatever you can to give us time. I don't know if we'll get another shot. Also, we may have a unexpected ally, and we may try to take out Lenati.
Works for me. Check with you later.
Okay.
I think we have time. They're in the lair now. Stabilized King Narapriya. I know you said Melis can't be reasoned with, but if we can keep it happy with some bismite, we have a good shot at taking out Lenati.
Something about this feels contrived. How do you know all this? How are you so far ahead for once?
Look, we're never going to be buddy-buddy here. So let's just let ourselves each have our edge and just solve the problem that we both care about right now. I don't expect you to tell me everything you learned.
What about my take? He gestures out at the city. That's what this all was about. Dawn's Edge, it's a gold mine, even if you don't see it. And this was all due to me. So do I just lose out here?
You get to take out Lenati and end this curse that's plagued your family. I thought you said you wanted to do that.
I do, but it still puts me behind schedule.
I can't give you anything I don't own.
Well, what about Lenati? Whatever she's got left, that's mine?
Yeah.
It's something. Maybe nothing. What else?
Our main concern is Dawn's Edge, so she goes free if you don't help us. It's your call. You get her stuff. The city gets what it has. That's the offer.
All right. It's a bargain. He reaches out his hand.
I go to shake.
I will destroy Lenati, and I will take everything she has left.
And we'll help.
Doran, Lyrian is still talking to you. He's pondering his next moves out loud of where he might go and what he might do, asking some more questions, but it's all extremely hard for you to hear or understand. Because Warble is kind of right behind you, and he's also talking to you at the same time, and it keeps making you turn around, and you're like, what? Like, what do you want? But Warble doesn't sound like Warble at all. Not one little bit. You guys saw this one time earlier before. It was when Forge Master Bump took over one of those little automatons. Some of the more advanced bots here can speak and act through the other bots.
Sure.
Doran, you remember the voice of Avon coming through Warble. And it says,
Master Narapriya, I'm ready to receive orders.
Great.
How should we proceed?
Lyrian, I gotta take this. I'll catch you down there. I'm gonna try to walk quickly away and have Warble follow me.
You hear like little bismite formations. You don't walk away from me.
We're heading in the same direction.
Sorry, reflex.
Just see a therapist. Okay.
Lyrian will do anything but go to therapy.
Right.
We'll literally sink a city into the clouds before going to therapy.
Avon, thank you. Can you send bismite down to Melis? Whatever you're going to use today, send some to Melis.
Bismite's out of the question at this point, I'm afraid. We haven't the resources, not the material. However, I've got something better. We're sitting on a gold mine here in Dawn's Edge. Instead of looking out to the clouds to gather bismite,
and Warble kind of gestures out to the clouds,
we just siphoned it from Melis. He's too large to escape, and he holds boundless energy, years of contributions from the Narapriya name. We built a machine that could drain his energy and store it for us. We'll use that.
That's very interesting. Avon, collect that and send it down back to Melis.
Very good. At once. All right.
Oh, and one more thing. Send some automatons, some of the fighting ones down as well, just in case.
Very good. I've got a handful of brand new models that might be well suited for the job.
That fit our likeness?
Keen, you are.
I mean, that's what I would do. That's brilliant. Yeah, if you could send them, keep them hidden, though. Will they respond to me if I give a command?
Of course.
You're wonderful. I don't know why Poppy says so many bad things about you. All right, take care.
I live to serve.
Tell him to love his daughter again.
I'll walk back over to Lyrian.
Mm-hmm.
So look, part of the problem is I can't go down there because of the Fey bargain. I can't go to Melis myself.
Was that part of your deal with Lenati?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll get set aflame if I set foot down there, but I promise you the rest of the crew's there.
Very well. Take this on without you, then. And you said she's below?
Just follow the smell of explosions, and there should be a withered tree in a large room, and that's your prize.
I think I know where to go. You see him leave his ship?
Okay.
Doran, before we cut away, you hear one desperate thing. And it's Kesher, and it's Mikey.
Yeah.
Going, no, 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 Tick, no, no! Kesher goes, Tick, do not! And you hear, Lyrian's ship just detonates into 1,000 pieces, blows off the edge. You see crumbling rocks and smoldering metal. Lyrian whips around to look at what just happened.
What the? You must got some enemies. You got some people that don't like you. Dang.
Make a persuasion check.
What the? You must
Oh, we'll
got
be
You
fine.
have bardic
enemies.
inspiration.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Dang.
Damn.
Can I argue for deception? Actually, I don't know if that matters.
You can in this case, yeah.
Okay. 26?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lyrian looks down at you and he goes, thank you. Thank you for stopping me from getting on that vessel.
Not my intent, but you're welcome.
Wow. Man, these Kenmore machines are really not trustworthy. And with that,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
we cut back to the cave.
Things are going really well down here, I'm assuming, and that everything is working out just fine.
Narapriya is talking to the two of you. The king, he says, I made a deal with the Kenmores to keep Melis satisfied. The Kenmores promised to solve the Bismite hunger and restore our city to its former glory. They developed a new way to store Bismite. They promised to import as much energy as we needed. And this new type of energy storage, it's more dense, more potent, more portable. They call it mana.
Get out of town. Get out of here.
At first, the Kenmores provided Bismite to Melis, contributing more energy than ever, taking it all from the citizens of Dawn's Edge. As they attempted to leave the city, he would capture and drain entire convoys of people. He would put them on shuttles to leave, but some of those shuttles would never leave. They were drained. And then when they took over, they reversed the system. It was their plan all along. To make Melis their battery with infinite power, pouring it into their automatons. I failed as a king. I failed my people. I took a desperate bargain to try to make this all better. And it failed.
Guy puts his hand on the king's shoulder. I think you are only trying to do the right thing.
Your Highness, you said you made a desperate bargain. Is this more than the bargain that you made with Melis?
Well, the bargain with Melis, but also with the Kenmores, with our advisor, this Ronnie Cash. He helped as well.
Yeah. So that guy's actually a kind of fey person named Lyrian Hale.
What? Be they the same Fey lords that have been after my lineage all these years?
Yeah. But I think we may have turned things around a little bit, and we may be able to reverse some of what the Kenmores have done, and we may be able to reestablish the bargain that you made with Melis.
I hope so, but first, Melis. He's dying.
Yeah, we're gonna try and feed him.
They've been taking from him. He gestures up towards the ceiling, and you see these, like, electrode things that are, like, poking out from the rock surface in the ceiling. Sojourn, you get the sense that you are directly beneath the foundry in Melis's chambers here. The foundry was built over Melis to use him as their source of power.
Yeah.
He can't move. And he's dying. You see a giant paw and claw come up on this cliff's edge, and then another, and this face looming towards you, this face as long as a bus. He says, "An offering."
Yeah, Melis, I come with an offer. An offering of power. A reversal of what has been stolen from you.
We can break this machine that's kept you in chains down here.
No, I think we need it. I think we need to give the power back.
So we reverse it somehow?
I think they have to do it.
You see Melis wince again. You see pain in his eyes, and he says, "An offering."
Oh, you need something right now. Yeah, I'm going to use the Bismite ability Giving Power.
Yeah.
And I'm going to expend 5 spell slots.
Yeah. Guy, you see that energy pouring out of Sojourn, this pink drift that is pushing itself toward Melis. You see that meager offering from a mere mortal seem to sate him, if only for a second. It's really a crumb in his perspective.
How was that, Melis? Feeling any better?
Have you given your offering?
Very well. Guy's gonna give him 5 spell slots.
He shakes his head slowly.
You need but wait a little longer, Melis.
There is no time. More. We cut to Poppy and Aaron. You're in the lava room.
I don't think my gun arms are gonna help. You have like a raft, fireproof raft, cake.
You can fly. Sorry.
I can fly. Thanks, Ghost of Sojourn.
I'm going to cast Fly on Aaron and grab on.
Easy.
I fly across the lava.
It gets warm and sulfurous.
This smells like Dorn's egg breakfast.
Gross. You land on the other side. Another big green button. No worries there. You open into a vacuous circular chamber. And the walls here are lined with these huge glass tanks, capsules standing taller than Guy. And there's dozens of them. And they're all full of silvery liquefied bismite mixed with something else.
Are there any like control panels or levers or?
There's a lot of that kind of stuff in this like central little like control bay here. There's like a whole terminal to access and control everything in here.
Where's Dorn when you need him?
I know, the button man. Whoever thought that would be so helpful.
Can I investigate to see if there are like control labels?
What is this stuff, Poppy?
Aaron tinks on the glass a little bit.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Just to like.
Yeah.
Yes. Natural 20.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Poppy, it becomes immediately obvious what this is to you. This is a battery. This whole room is a giant battery. All of these tanks here, this is liquefied bismite mixed with some other material, but it is dense with magical energy, more dense than actual high-colored bismite.
Whoa. This is more power than I've ever seen in one place. Well, except for that Bismite pond up in that mountain.
Literally, this is second only to that. It's overwhelming.
Okay. Just a second.
Hey, Doran,
Poppy, hi.
we found a room full of Bismite gas power.
Bismite gas.
It's all being stored down here.
Poppy, I heard something. Avon's been extracting Bismite from Melis. That's why he's so agitated.
Oh, okay. What are we? Should I destroy it or what?
If you can find some way to get Bismite to Melis that can buy us time. Can you transport it somehow?
Transport it.
That means move it from one place to another.
I know what transport means.
I just don't want to make sure we're moving.
What if I? Okay, I'll check back in.
Okay.
Now I'm going to look at the control panel.
Yep. Investigate.
Yes.
Bardic Inspo.
Yeah.
13. Not enough. I have heroic inspiration.
Damn. Okay.
I think this is important. God damn it!
What'd you get?
Worse. 13.
Oh, no. Yeah, Poppy, there's just too much going on here. There are so many controls to this thing.
Okay. And there's no, one giant lever?
If there is, it's denoted in a way that hasn't made itself obvious to you here.
Okay.
Are there is it just us in this room?
So far.
There's no one else?
Nope. No
Is
other
there
guards.
another entrance to this room at all?
This is actually a terminus, but when you kind of look around this room, you see that there is what looks like an elevator, on the edge of this room, like a platform, a circular platform that could go up or down.
Should we try the elevator?
I think we need help. I'm afraid to mess with it too much. Let's try it.
Okay. We're still robots, so we can...
Oh, yep. And then robot walk.
Yes.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right. When you get close to that elevator, you hear a sudden noise, this grinding of gears and this as a platform lands, containing 5 robots.
My guns are out, pointed at the elevator doors.
You see a sleek, slender robot with lute strings stretched over its chest. You see a robot constantly changing its shape. You see a small, halfling-sized robot, just like Poppy, ready to birth some pinch robots. One just like Sojourn, with a bow for an arm, and one giant robot turning a revving flame sword in its offhand.
Halt!
They all hold up their hands to you.
Halt.
Poppy, I feel like they're like us, kind of. I was just thinking that.
Is this a dream?
Am I pregnant?
Wait, does this play about us?
Poppy, come in.
Yeah, Doran.
I forgot to tell you, I was sending some automatons down to help with anything in case things go south. So,
Right.
If you need them to do anything, just let me know if you see them.
You forgot to mention that?
Yeah.
Well, what are they? There's us.
Also, Lyria and Hale might be coming to try to help with stuff.
What?
So just be nice.
Be nice to Lyria and Hale?
Yes, Poppy, just until we get Lenati killed. So
Okay,
be careful about
officially,
Lenati.
I think you're off the deep end. I don't trust you. Okay,
Did you get the Bismite? Did you get the Bismite moving?
No, because it's in a giant room and you're not here and there's buttons everywhere.
At the mention of the word buttons, you see the Doran robot take one stride forward. Yes. And he says,
Did someone say buttons?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know how to work this?
We need to transport the power to Melis.
Reverse the system.
Yes. That is our prime directive.
The Doran bot strides towards the control console here, and with one swift motion grabs this lever and pulls it back to reverse the entire system. After doing this heroic act of pulling that lever back, puts his arms on his hips, and all the other robots go.
I don't think this is very accurate. The Poppy bot isn't even saying anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Poppy bot begins to speak, and the Doran bot says,
I've got it covered.
I'm the hero here.
Oh,
Soldier and Guy come in?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a bunch of us bots. It's really weird, but they just reversed the power and it should be...
Reverse the power to Melis.
I think so.
That's great. Melis is about to kill us.
That's really, really good.
Good. That's great. Okay.
Great timing.
Yeah, that was on purpose.
Guy, you look up at the ceiling here, Sojourn, at the same time. You see this like sparkling, crackling arcs of electricity move between all these little electrodes on the ceiling. And then suddenly a blinding pink flash as Melis begins to convulse as this energy pours into him. It begins to splash around this room in wild arcs. And then it hits both of you. The two of you begin to burn at no cost to yourself.
That seems good.
You see Melis's eyes light up with pink, and he says, "Yes. Yes."
Is it working?
I'd say it's working.
Okay, good.
King Narapri looks up and says, "This can't go wrong."
I stand up in front of Melis and I say, Melis, we did what we said we'd do, and now you have to hold to your bargain.
Michelle.
Thank you. And then I take a couple steps back. King Narapri, are we good?
I believe so. This does not end our desperate situation with Melis. There is still trouble on the horizon. I don't know what to do.
Oh, maybe we can figure it out, but at least now we have time.
We have time, yes. Thank you both. We have time, and that's because of you. I owe you my life.
All right, well, let's maybe go back up to the surface. I'm very nervous.
Something else that gives you a little confidence here, as that energy is splashing all around this room, you see the bismite here return to vibrant form.
Oh.
So much that this room begins to light up.
Kenmores were really fucking shit up here. No offense.
Can you walk, Your Majesty?
Yeah, yes, of course. Thanks to you, again.
So if we're burning, does that mean we get all our spell slots back? Just wondering.
I mean, that's the least that it can do for you here.
Right. Love it.
Oh, before I gave all of my spell slots, because I was very selfless.
Yeah.
I forgot to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Sojourn, come in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dorn, we're here. It's working. Melis is gaining power again. The bismite is getting restored. I don't know what it means for the long term, but we have time now.
Lyrian's on his way.
What?
In a good way. I need you to take out Lenati. How could that be? Lyrian's gonna help.
Oh.
Just get her distracted.
Okay.
We have a shared enemy here, and it's for the best.
Okay.
You didn't make some sort of deal, did you, Doran?
I feel like I negotiated well.
Okay, all right. Okay. We'll take care of it.
We can take Lenati.
You'll have help. Also, there's some, automatons coming that'll also help.
Seems like overkill at this point.
All right.
Good luck.
Guy, we have to get the king to safety.
We can't bring him into the arena with Lenati.
No.
But can we leave him here with Melis?
Your Highness, is there another way out of here?
I've always taken the same path, I'm afraid. Probably similar to the one that you did.
Does Lenati care about the king at all? I don't even know what she's doing here.
I don't know. I'm very scared.
Lenati, when you say this name, you mean the witch, the hag?
Right, yeah.
Yes.
She did approach me.
Yeah, she said that you denied her, which was the right choice.
Yeah, good call on that one.
Thank you. Good to know my judgment isn't entirely out the window.
Yeah, we've all been a little bit affected by her presence.
Perhaps we can beat them here. Get out before anything happens. Let's do that.
While we're in this room, are we just chock-a-block full of magic?
Yes.
I would like to fully heal the king.
Yeah, no cost to your spell slots here.
Great.
Just cure wounds them up to full.
He's fully healed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Should Aaron and I stay up here? Should I turn it off?
No, keep it going. I think Melis appreciates it.
Poppy, looking around the room, you can see one of like 36 tanks have been completely drained.
That was only one of the tanks. You don't think Melis suffers the same way as normal people do when they drink bismite, right?
You mean the withdrawal afterwards?
Or the kind of exploding with power?
Can I do a detect magic in this room just to get a feel for what's going on with Melis?
Yeah. I want you to give me an insight on top of that.
Okay. Natural 20.
Damn. Yeah. Poppy hit on something important here. You look back as you're exiting this room. You see all the bismite being restored to form, its color coming back until it's this pink and purple vibrant hue. And at the same time, you see the look in Melis's eye as he is being driven mad with power. It's too much for him. It's too much for anyone, for anything.
Poppy, turn it off.
Okay. Are you sure?
Please turn it off right now.
I moved the same lever.
Yeah. You reach up and grab the lever, and then the Doran bot just kind of like looks down at you and is like, hey.
It's important. You'll be a hero if you turn it off.
Looks back up like, yes. It's off. That flow of energy stops. Melis is still over the top.
All right, Melis. Well, it's been fun. We'll be on our way now.
The three of you begin to depart.
Yeah.
Should I turn it back the other way?
No. Just leave it off.
Poppy, these 5 robots begin to assemble on that elevator pad again. The guy bot reaches back and pulls the lever and says, going down, and throws the switch again.
Oh, down? Where are you going?
To solve the problem.
Carry on.
They begin lowering down into the chamber below.
Bye.
Hope you find your dad.
Bye, buddy.
Good luck storming the castle.
Should we go back?
I guess.
Or do we stay here?
Yeah, well, I don't think they're gonna. Sounds like they aren't gonna need more bismite or whatever, the juice right now, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Based on the
can-
proximities here, the two of you can tell that these 5 robots are heading into Melis's chamber. At the same time, Narapriya, Sojourn, and Guy are leaving the chamber. Doran, where are you?
I am currently talking to Tick, and everyone be like, so what happened? everyone makes mistakes, but
Kasher's like, I take full responsibility.
I'm
not blameless here either. I've been kind of incognito for this episode.
Oh, I missed Mikey.
You're doing excellent, Mikey. Tick?
A frog and the scorpion, what can I say? I mean, it's in my nature.
Yeah, but like the reason you're good is because you have good timing and all that, right? Like
He can't escape, right? And it was an enemy vessel after all. One off the board. Pretty cool explosion.
we'll see how this plays out, I guess. It was kind of neat. Definitely put negotiations in a tough spot, don't you think?
Well, kind of over by then, right?
Did you use both cannons, or is there still one?
Just the one. One of the cannons is seated firmly, like into the opposite wall after firing, and has like almost blown itself out the side of the wall, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, let's.
I had to see what it looked like from up here. You understand?
I don't. I really don't. Let's hold off on the second one until we really need it, because that's the last one we got.
Fair.
Great. All right, I step away.
Sojourn, Guy, and Narapriya are leaving Melis's chamber. You pass by Lanati, the black tree that has reformed itself, all stunted in its growth. It takes you a while to get through some of the roots that she left up for you to dig through again.
Seems like she's asleep.
Let's just get the king out of here.
Well, we about to have some visitors.
That you are. Lanati. It's come time. You hear the familiar sound of bismite forming into 7 arcing spears, one of which lands in Delirian's hand. He says, "This ends here and now." And I think that's where we ended.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Thank you all so much for listening. I am Tim, your GM.
I'm Hannah playing Aaron.
I'm Tara and I'm Sojourn.
I'm Thomas and I'm Guy.
I'm John. I play Doran.
I'm Maggie and I play Poppy. What does this button do?
Diddy.
Thank you all so much for listening, and please share this show with people you love.
Goodbye.
Naughty no!
I do want to do our shout outs. First and foremost, thanks to Robert and Anna and our parents and friends and lovers and everyone who listens to the show in our real lives. Also on our Patreon, we've got Elaine, Queer of the Castle, Felix, Jason W., Seth, Kathleen W., MC, Andrew M., Londa B., Courage, Akatsuki, Peter, Kian, Dana, Paul, and Michael R. Thank you all so much for listening.
Thank you.
On Reddit, we've got Gertrazi, Midnacht, Our Roll, Tessa Francesca, and Janeway's Folly. Thank you so much for the kind words over the last couple days. It really means a lot to us and definitely keeps that fire burning in our hearts to keep doing this. So thank you all.
Thank you.
You guys burn our bismite.
I like that.